basically I have been talking about getting this DNA test done forever. All my friends know, family members know, everyone knows. And I actually put it off for a while. For some reason I was just kind of procrastinating, and then COVID-19 happened and we were in a lockdown, and I was like, you know what, now or never, I want to know this. So I did it. This is something that I have been wanting for such a long time, and I always said that I would document my results and kind of show my reaction and just kind of take people with me while you see me finally get these results and these answers that I've been wanting for so long. So I have been talking about doing this test for so long that I think my friends and family at some point, they just started getting invested in it. I think me talking about getting these results and doing this test and what all the possibilities may be of the results, I think everyone started getting invested in it as much as probably not as much as I was. So those of you who know me know that I'm from Curacao. Curacao is an island in the Caribbean. It's a really small but beautiful, amazing island, and people there are very different looking. We've got people from all shades and colors and all shapes and sizes. Everyone looks different, yet somehow there's still kind of, I feel like there's always kind of a way to tell that someone's from Curacao, even if we don't have a specific look. So I've always been really interested in like the mixes that make up our culture, and like how come people look a certain way, how come I look a certain way. So being able to do this test, I finally got the opportunity to be able to do this. I've had the results for like 10 days, and the reason I haven't seen them yet is because I really wanted to film my reaction to the results, and my phone's microphone was damaged, so I had to wait for it to get fixed, and then I was a little busy, so it kind of just went off track. And I actually kind of, for some reason, like, I actually put it out of my mind, and I wasn't really like, I knew I had to do it, but I wasn't like anxious to do it as soon as possible either. But then today, while I was getting ready to do this, I kind of felt those butterflies, and I was like, I actually filed it in a separate file in my inbox on my Hotmail, and I filed it under do not touch. Alright, this is where I press start, and now it's gonna go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm 30% Nigerian. Sardinian. What? 22% Eastern European. North African. Whoa. Oh my god. That is so cool. Wait, what? I need to see this. Okay. 29.3% Nigerian. That's so, oh my god. I can't believe, that's amazing. I never would have, I don't know what I had in mind. I don't know which country I was expecting, but it's just so cool. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then it's 22% Eastern European, so I just want to see what else they can like give me information wise. Oh my god. Yeah, so oh wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is very detailed. This is way more detailed than I expected. Oh my god. Okay, so right now, my biggest, like the biggest chunk, I don't know, the most dominant DNA that I have is African, and it's 46.4%, so I'm 46.4% African, and that's made out of 32.3% West African, and of that 29.3% is Nigerian, and then the 3.0% is West African. And then you also have a part of me that's North African, that's 9%, and the map shows it's like, oh my gosh, the map shows, whoa, we are from all over No. That is so cool. I'm just gonna get comfortable and like. Okay. We just had a slight technical difficulty, aka I kicked my tripod down, but we're back. We're good. Okay, we were just getting into it. So I think it was at North African. So it says 9% North African, and when I like hover over the section, it highlights like Algeria, Morocco, Libya, Egypt, and Tunisia. So that's amazing. That's so cool. And then there's also 3.7% East African, and that's Kenyan. That's insane. And then also 1.4% Central African. Now to go to Europe. This like kind of shocked me a little bit. Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a 22%, 22.2% that's Eastern European, and it highlights countries like Latvia, Lithuania, Belarus, Ukraine, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, Bosnia. So just like Eastern European countries. I don't know where that comes from, but that's really cool. That's amazing. And then there's South European, and it just says I'm 11% Sardinian. Like a lot. I feel like that's a lot. So and what's funny is I actually wanted to go here last summer. I really wanted to go, but my friends weren't really on board. But that's so cool. That 11%. I'm Italian. I'm freaking Italian. I'm Italian. I'm Italian. Oh my god. I'm Italian. No, well, I'm Sardinian. But I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. If I say anything stupid right now, it's just because this is a lot to process right now. Okay? And then there's also Northern and West European. And it says that I'm Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. 6.4% Irish, Scottish, Welsh. How cool is what? I just can't believe this right now. This is insane. Okay, now we're just gonna zoom this out. I'm gonna look at my American. Oh my gosh. I knew it. Okay, I called this. I was telling people, I feel like I'm like descend from like these. I just had a feeling that I had something of like this like native like mountain. I don't know, just like this sounds stupid, but like, you know how you have those amazing pictures of people living in mountains and stuff in Latin America? I just felt like I had a feeling that was like also part of my ancestry. So this is insane. Okay, so if we look at it, oh, that's annoying. It says 7.4% mid and Central America. Yeah. So it says 6.2% Mesoamerican and Andes. So those are like people from like the mountains and stuff in Latin America, which is insane. This is so dope. What? And then I also have people from the Amazons, 1.2%. So it's not that high, but I guess this does make sense because when I was home for Christmas this past December, my aunt was talking about us being descent from like people from the jungles of Brazil and stuff. So it's only 1.2%, but this is really cool. And then we also have 5.2% Middle Eastern, no country specifics, but we're gonna zoom this out and see where they're kind of targeting it. It says 5.2% Middle Eastern, and the countries that it's highlighting, well, Egypt we have again, and it also is highlighting Turkey, Iran, Cyprus, Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Israel. Anyway, but this is so cool. Okay, and then the last bit, 1.4% Papua New Guinean. that was one that I really did not expect at all. Like, I would never have called this at all. It's a really small percentage, so I'm not even sure if I can ever really understand where that bit comes from, but that's one that I really was not expecting at all, but that's really cool. So when I go on it, it highlights Papua New Guinea and then like the islands surrounding it. That is so, oh my gosh. So, and I love it at the end of the results, it says 100% Kelsey Prince, and that's true because with all of this, I'm still 100% me. This was really cool to see. Really cool. And we're gonna put this down. Yeah, no, like, I just can't believe I finally, overwhelmed is a word. I think my predictions, at least in like how the percentages would fall and like where it would be, were pretty good. I did not expect to be more European than American, so like Central American. I didn't expect that. I kind of thought it was a bigger part of, I don't know. I thought that, yeah, like I really thought that that I would have probably like a bigger percentage of America, like the Central American and European, and probably like a lesser percentage of the African, or at least that they would be like divided equally in a way, like thirds. What I didn't expect was that the Central American would be so low and that the African would be so high. But it's so cool. Like, and also just like surefire that they're able to tell me, you know, 30% Nigerian, like that's a lot. I think that's my biggest chunk of all of them. Yeah, if I look through it, like the one that's like the most dominant one. The first thing I thought about was like this YouTuber that I follow, Jackie Aina. She's Nigerian and she's always like talking about supporting the Nigerian brands and stuff, and she's so cool. And now I'm like, well, now I have to support my brands. Not that I wouldn't have done it before, but this just, now I want to go there. I want to go to all these places now. Ultimately, I am so happy with the results. I think the reason I was a bit skeptical about how detailed the results were going to be was because the first page I was on, where it just said like 30% Nigerian, I think it said 10, like the oceanic percentage, like they just had like these 4 ones highlighted on the front page. That's the results examples that I was seeing online. So I didn't think it was going to be this detailed, but this went really deep and it gave me like a lot of specifications of like areas, and I just, yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed. I mean, I've wanted to know this for a while now. Where you come from a country where everyone's mixed and it's just a given, people don't really tend to focus on like the real specifics of it as much, which is fine because I don't think that's necessary at all. But just for me personally, I always wanted to know. It's just really amazing. I'm so glad this finally happened. I'm so glad I got to see these results. I'm so thankful. This is really cool. Hopefully I wasn't too annoying with the oh my gods and the I think I was probably, at some point while I was reading the results, I kind of lost it for a bit just because I was so in awe and just so, not shocked, but just like excited, you know, like excited to see this stuff. So it was really cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed experiencing my reactions to the results with me.